Hey everybody, Eric here from the MMG. Welcome to our channel. We're checking out Across the Obelisk. If you don't know who we are, well, first off, thank you for visiting and watching this video. We're the mature-minded gamers. We do video games, board games, D&D, a little bit of everything on our Discord. The link to join our Discord is based right off our website, maturemindedgamers.com. The link's in the video description. Today we're checking out this game because it caught my eye. I somehow completely missed it. And then I saw it on the Steam sale, and I was like, this looks interesting. It's a cooperative RPG deck building roguelike. So that's something you don't normally see, not being a deck builder that's cooperative. So that kind of turned me on to it. It has some fun looking graphics. And yeah, I'm going to do a quick look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this and cut in and out. Anytime something cool happens or I figure something out, I'm going to cut into the video to kind of keep this video short and sweet for you, but show you the highlights of the game, what I like about it. So.
Alright, first thing, start right off from the bat that I wanted to mention. There appears to be at least 3 game modes. When you start out, you have Adventure Mode unlock, discover new characters, unlock cards, and fight evil bosses in this roguelike adventure. And then you need to unlock a character with rank 3 to unlock the Obelisk challenge. Every game will be different as you progress through the void while trying to reach the Obelisk. And then you have this one, you need a character with rank 3 as well, so it looks like the same requirement for the weekly challenge. And each week a new set of rules. So that's pretty common in roguelikes and deck builders especially. That gives you something to kind of work towards, which I like. So, alright, so I'm going to summarize the little intro for you to save you time. The princess goes missing on her 16th birthday. The lead magician is missing as well, so obviously he's the #1 suspect. And you are one of the groups that have went out to search, or one of the parties that have went out to search to find out what happened. So that's kind of the little intro. They do a nice little job with the cute little intro, and it's voiced and everything. Alright, so I wiped, and I got to the screen on the next one. Character perks. At the end of the adventure, all the characters in your group will get experience points. Each rank level will award you perk points. You can spend these points on character upgrades. So I do want to mention that, the next part of this video, you're gonna watch me do the final battle, or one of the final battles in the first map, and I get hammered. But as many of these games work, you need to upgrade your cards. I went in there my first session ever, nothing upgraded, and so kind of to be expected what happened. But just want to kind of show you this. This is like an upgrade perk tree here, so we can get max 4 health points, all resistances, initial gold, and initial shards. And there's 3-4 different trees here, it looks like. So I wanted to show you that. It's kind of a cool aspect to the game. Looks like there's different levels of madness difficulty you can add, which probably ups your rewards. And then you can also see the different characters that you can unlock. And these are just the ones that we can see. There may be some more hidden. I'm not quite sure there. But you can do that. And then you can actually click on them here, and then you can look at their cards. So right-click for more info. When you do that, you can actually see what this upgrades to. So that's kind of a neat aspect to that. Alright, so I played a good portion of the first map here. You can see these locations I've been and traveled to. I'm going to talk a little bit about combat. It is a lot like Slay the Spire or Monster Train, card-based. There's melee attacks, there's poison, there's fire, there's a lot going on. In fact, it may be the most complex of the ones I mentioned right there. You have your characters, and they each have their own deck, and you're drawing from all the decks, and then certain cards can affect, what cards you draw for. You can say maybe you need to draw 3 cards from Evelyn's deck and different things like that. So there's a whole bunch of possibilities as far as deck combinations, how you can do things. It's a very interesting combat system. The map is very much you get to pick your route here. Obviously you're on a path, but sometimes it'll splinter and you can decide where you want to go. So my next choice here is I picked this location right here, and then this will pop up on some of these, and it's like you get a choice of what you want to do. So let's go over this one real quick. And so basically we've ran into the Guardians of the Forest here. You can't see any way to avoid the confrontation, but maybe you can make the fight easier or worse depending on how you approach him. So you've ran into this giant tree who's guarding the forest, and you gotta decide what you do. And it tells you this challenge will be difficult, so what do you want to do? So we can just straight up engage in combat. Engage him quickly to catch him off guard. We can do rest, which will give me 40% health, which is actually needed. If you look at my health, I'm pretty beat up at this point. Group of 6 or lower. So what this means is it's going to draw cards, 1 from each deck, and I need the total value to be 6 or lower to achieve this goal. This one, ambush, it's risky, but try to hide in the forest to start the fight with stealth. And then that one, I'm going to draw the same 4 cards, but I need to be 6 or higher. So that's my choices. I actually like this one. I like gaining the health, and I like the chances of being 6 or lower. So we're gonna make this choice and pick this. Let's see what we get. Low value cards up here is what we're looking for. 2, oh yeah, 4. We got it. So you managed to rest for a while and regain some strength without being detected. You're now ready for combat. So that's kind of how the game works. Let's load in. I'm going to show you a little bit of combat here. If you played Monster Train, like that's the game that it reminds me the most of combat wise, because some cards like this one affects the hero. This one will only attack the front monster, and then some of these can attack any monster, like the ranged aim shot. And so, and here's your turn order too. So after I use my 4 energy points or whatever they're called, energy I think, then I actually switch. It'll switch to this guy next, and then it's the enemy's turn. Then it's back to me, and so forth. So that's kind of how it plays out. And you can see above their head the cards that they have. So let's just do a little bit here. We don't have a whole lot to do. We're going to do this aim shot. I like to take out the healers right here if we can, but we're not going to be able to do enough damage, but we'll start on her. 12. Got another aim shot. That's going to actually take up the rest of our energy. It's okay, though. Now we can grant 1. This costs 0, otherwise we can cast that. This one is the same. There's no real reason, in my opinion, not to use this, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And then this will grant an Inspire, so it lets me draw an extra card, but it vanquishes the card, that's fine. Some cards will actually play off of the Inspire, so the next character is actually, for me, is him. So we're going to go ahead and pick him. And then here's the deck of cards. You can discard up to 5, so if there's any here we don't want, say I want to do a lot of damage, I could possibly get rid of some of these. Problem is I only have 4 energy, so I can't do all these, so we'll get rid of that one too. Actually, that's a 0 cost, so there's no real reason not to go with that one. So we'll just get. Alright, I'm just gonna save you guys time. Combat can be a little bit long and tedious at times. So I'm just gonna cut out a whole but the rest of this combat basically. I've explained some of the basic cards there. I do want to mention that I'm definitely no expert at this game. I'm still a noob myself, so I'm probably doing things a little bit incorrectly. So I apologize for that. But here I'm gonna speed it up to the very end where we get wiped, and then we can be brought back and kind of talk a little bit more about the game. Times taking a different approach is the key. Do you want to retry the combat? I don't think I do. I think since that was our first game, we unlocked some stuff. I think we need to upgrade some cards, do different things like that. So there, that is how you play Across the Obelisk single player. Now, the really cool thing about this game, I mentioned at the beginning of the game, you can do cooperative, and you can have a teammate actually control one of these players and their deck, which I think is just really, really cool. If you know some friends who are into roguelikes, which we have several people in our community who are, I just think it'd be fun to be able to play with someone. But if not, I mean, even playing by yourself is a lot of fun. If you're into games like Monster Train and, the other games of that genre, the roguelike deck builders, Slay the Spire, you're going to like this game quite a bit. So check it out. I am having quite a bit of fun with it, and I can't wait to progress some more and upgrade some cards to see how that all works out. So thanks for watching the video. Please have yourself a great day.